Once again, welcome our amazing viewers. Now, we're still doing justice to that topic, but then we want to dive into a different fold now, will I say. Now, of course, on this platform, we have treated this topic, and because these are one of the challenges eating the fabrics of today youth and our day-to-day life. And that's why I want us to do justice to this as expected, because I think cut around the two problems that's affecting every young man today. It's fraud and hookup. Now, and then hookup had become a culture, so we'll be treating hookup culture. Before, I had to put this out there first so that I'll make our viewers get seats. This one, if you're on the road, you're in a vehicle, please get something and sit down because you really want to hear this. Before we go further, I want to introduce my co-host for today. She's the fine girl of Leading Vision podcast. Of course, all my co-hosts are all fine. Now this one is the well-fed one. The others are, I don't know, they are fasting. I don't know, they are the church people. But this one is the only person that can wake up at 11 a.m. and eat eba. When we're feeding, it's 2 plates we give her in Leading Vision. When we're eating rice, she's going for a bar. She's one funny bee, so don't mind her. So any man she's still single, so in case you want to, don't worry, you can come. As long as you can pound yam. Because I can just imagine her when she's pregnant. I'm talking about no other person but Helen Francis.
Hi,
you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You see how she said, hi guys. Well, that's by the way. Now, of course, I have an amazing guest again that, of course, I've reintroduced in our formal content, but then I want to do that again for clarity's sake now. This person is not just, it's not just somebody you want to listen to. This topic, I have discussed with him. I was in his office a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about this extensively. And I could see the passion, the approach, so many things he was putting. If I had the pain, the anger he was saying these things with, because we know this problem. Like, this is, and I was like, no. You have to come on Leading Vision and come and have our viewers here. Because I love you guys. I want you here. So that girl there can have a shot at redemption. Right? Now, this person is a tech man. He's not, Martin's ear is not only my handsome guest. This is the only one yet, on my guest, that's more good looking than Martin's ear. Because Martin's ear itself, I don't even trust. Don't worry, you'll get to know Martin's ear very soon. But then, this is he's no, you see, he's not, tall, dark, and handsome is not the only way to classify a handsome man. Yes. Now, this is another field of a handsome man. Altogether, all of those, all those, I heard that if you don't have this, you'll be onions. Anybody that wants to call me Albasa, I don't have a problem with that too. The cocoa is, as long as introduction is there, one girl still love me like this, all right? Now, he's a man of integrity. I could tell for everything, he's one man of integrity. If you talk about value, he manages, I've seen him work in different bodies, education-wise, spiritual-wise, and he's one person that's interested in the young people, from teenagers to, because he manages different schools. So I, for one, I know him personally, that he's one person you want to listen to. And of course, once again, Emmanuel Abiodun, you're very welcome again.
Thank you.
Now,
it's good to be here.
Hookup culture. So I begin to deal with these topics because I have a lot of questions from my viewers. I have a lot of questions from my team. I have a lot of questions from young girls across.
Okay. When we talk of, let's start with the other word, culture. Culture, we talk about way of life, yes. Basically, culture. So when we say hookup culture, and then let me talk about the hookup, because it could be anything, you understand? But what do we generally call it? Now, hookup could be, or it is, the act of engaging in casual sex, without the intention of intimacy or feeling or anything, or relationship or personal relationship.
Okay.
That is hookup culture. You understand? And one of those things that makes it, that is advancing, that is making it evolve, is social media.
Social media
is helping the hookup culture to evolve. You can meet up with a lady on Tinder. There's Tinder, right? There's Tinder. There's a WhatsApp. Are you surprised that I know all of these things? We're all here. Nobody will tell me that I doesn't know all of these things. No matter how spiritual you think you are, you should know. I deal with young people, so I am expected to know all of these things. So I shouldn't be acting ignorant, and I'll be acting holy about these things. I know these things. So Tinder, WhatsApp, what's it called? Telegram, Telegram is even worse. You can go on channels that you see crazy things.
Yes.
Yes.
Groups.
There are
Telegram.
groups. Yes.
Yes.
There are groups. You meet people. There was a time. I don't know how they added me up to a group and then we joined the group and then they put a picture of somebody that I know that was like, this person is available in Kaduna. See her phone number and all that. The whole thing.
Without you requesting.
It's on the platform, so they post names. So you on the platform now, you check which one you want.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. The whole thing started during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's when that thing tried very
Was
well.
it 2019, 2020? You can just go online and see all of these things. You just add you up to group. People were not doing anything. They were all at home with their phones and all that. So all of those things. So Telegram, I've mentioned WhatsApp, I've mentioned Tinder, and Telegram, and what other platform? There are so many platforms that are not quite loud. You understand?
Okay, so hookup now. These channels, you could get hooked to a person from
You
there.
could get hooked to anybody on these platforms. You understand me? Now,
So you're talking about the proud hookup because it looks like I know there's one thing. There's proud hookup people and there's people that are not proud. So these ones are for the proud ones.
for the proud ones, it's an advanced. Yes.
Okay.
How hookup has evolved.
Yes.
You understand me? It's an advanced thing. Unlike saying you are a prostitute, you can't. In our generation now, you're saying you are trying to shame a girl. You are calling her a prostitute. You can't call any girl a prostitute. Even online, you can't write prostitute online. You might be flagged.
Really?
On YouTube, you can't just write it YouTube. They might block your YouTube platform.
Because you just wrote.
Yes.
Prostitute.
You understand? They might flag you.
I don't understand.
So now it's now a different name. They call it a different name now. You understand me? It could be hookup. It could be I stepped out.
I
Stepped out.
That one even the more fancy.
Stepped out in the sense that it's quite trending now. A lady says she stepped out of her relationship. That means she went to sleep with someone else.
That stepped out.
That
That stepped out long ago.
That was I think I even screenshotted it. The girl stepped out of her relationship. She was saying, let's be crazy here. She was saying that she stepped out of her relationship and then the guy, she was now pitying her boyfriend. That her boyfriend will usually sleep with her with love. So the guy she stepped out to meet slept with her like
like a prostitute that she is.
Yes, with anger.
That's what she wants.
It was crazy.
That's
and
what
then
she
knew that she was going to go back. She was now pitying her boyfriend because, you cannot meet up.
From just one.
Like now he's more than her.
You understand? The boyfriend now is
on a different.
He's gone. He's gone. So she knows she will always go back to this guy.
Now this is the girl putting it out there by herself.
She is online. They are all anonymous. They are anonymous platform online.
Yes.
You understand me? Why do I know all of these things? We've been online. There's no how you not know these things.
Yes.
But just for me to have this clean conversation with my teenagers, with young person, and tell them, I know these things. These things are not right. Because it is public, because it is everywhere, doesn't make it right.
acceptable.
Yes, you understand me? It's everywhere. So there's somebody who needs to tell them, yes, I know these things, but no, it's not cool. It might be everywhere, it might be popular, but it's not cool. So a madman can be popular.
Yeah, there are popular men.
Yeah, they are popular. It doesn't take anything to be popular now again. You just do crazy things.
You become
popular. You understand me? Yeah. So all of this platform enhances people to go into these things.
Even
if the more you see it, that's why we're going to boil down to social engineering. So the more you see these things around you, the more you be like, okay, there's nothing wrong.
So if for say if there's no social media, probably hookup will not have thrived on the level that it has.
It will not thrive. It will not evolve to this point.
Now we're discussing something with my team so that we can be on the same page with my viewers and my the people in the house today.
Yeah.
Now we got talking just yesterday with my team and we're talking how that they said no, the word prostitute, the local word ashawo, is different from hookup. That's you were then. So how they say prostitutes are the actual people you go to the house, to the war house or what they call it, and then she's in her room. This one she don't already give up on life. This is where I am. If you need my service, come and meet me. But then hookup are now it's not only young girls, because you see even married women go out to do.
Yeah. What they call it is brutal. I don't know if you've heard the word brutal.
Yeah, not in Nigeria though.
Brutal. You just go and
help yourself.
You go to a place and then they give you pay.
Very cheap.
You pay 1,500. I've had several people. There are conversations we have with them and then they are opening up. They'll tell you, sir, they used to pay 500. They used to pay 1,000.
Now or before?
Now, like before, even before, you understand me?
Okay.
Parents don't even know that these children know, their children know. So they don't have an open conversation with them. So they just say, when you want to hear these things, the things you don't know, they know. So when you want to hear this, you just say, so what's up now? How far? This is, I know that place is good. My friend don't carry me go there. Without them even knowing, they're telling you. Because you are open, you understand? By way, you can help them, you understand? So now, brutal, you have these places that go to pay small money within 10 minutes. The difference, I'm trying to tell you, 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Trying to say they are not the same.
Hold on, I'm going there. Okay. Now, you pay 10 minutes. Why then we think it's different? And I will tell you why I think it's the same. They'll go to a place and then they pay maybe 500 and stay there 30 minutes and then you are done. So, from there, the next one is you find a lady on the roadside.
On the roadside?
Yes. You see them on the roadside.
Nigeria,
yes.
Not every...
Yes. It happens even in anywhere in Zaria here and everything. Have you passed through GT Bank before in the evening?
That has stopped. That has been controlled now.
Okay, you pass through, not stop, ask those, just pass through roundabout and all that. Why am I exposing all of these things? Because so you just avoid all of it. So you pass through all of these things.
And then you just see a random person on the street.
You just see them standing, it's obvious. Yeah. You go to Kaduna, I've been to Kaduna where I went for field trip and then we had to come out of our hotel, you understand? And then you see all of that. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, even outside the shores of Nigeria. It's everywhere. Then down to those one on social media. I know somebody. Down to pimp.
I thought it's the same thing.
Pimping. It's not the same. That one is on the roadside. We are done with the one brutal, the one on the roadside, then the social media, then the pimping.
Oh, pimping is not the hookup.
It's still hookup. It's still hookup thing, but it's just like a guy. A lady can be a pimp. A guy can also be a pimp.
By pimp, you mean?
Pimp means, okay, I know somebody who is interested. I'm a middleman. Pimps are usually middlemen. So I know somebody who wants a girl.
Service.
I can get on a girl who's also interested in doing the same thing, and then you link them up, then you get your percentage.
Okay, so pimping then hookup join together too.
All of them. See, that is how it has evolved. You understand? That is how these things have really, really evolved, and it's becoming something, and it's now into tech. Like they want to technologize it. How did I put it? They want to make it a big business.
It's already a business now for a lot of people.
Yeah. You understand me? Because a lot of ladies get influenced, get pressured by these girls that do these things, and then men don't even mind paying $100,000 just to sleep with the lady, just to see a lady and say, okay, I want to sleep with you, and then they go about doing that. You understand me? Now, all of these things, if you like, you are doing it the socialized way, you are doing it the advanced way, they are all hookup, they are all prostitution. Yeah. It's just that you can't just open up and say you can't just tell a lady, she will feel insulted.
Oh, so she will not feel insulted if I tell her she's into hookup?
She might just say,
But there are some that will not feel insulted.
They will not feel insulted.
So, but the word now, that's kalama.
Yes.
Prostitute.
That's you're shaming them. And my generation now, they have a name for it. They don't want you to shame them. So rather, just call it a fine name.
And they are fine with it.
Just call it a fine name. And that is what has really encouraged these things. Fine-tuning names, giving it a name, a fine name, and be like...
And making it look okay.
Yes, just like Yahoo and all that. You just call it... I think I was watching this guy. What's the name of this guy? He was... there's this guy, this social media guy. I've forgotten his name.
Very dark man.
Not very dark man. Not Lai Wasabi. Okay, I remember his name. He was giving a different name. A police came to him asking him, what do you do and all that. He was trying to, they say Yahoo. He says it's not Yahoo. He was giving it a different name completely.
Like they are into forex.
You understand?
DMC or something.
Just give it a name. They just have a way of giving it a name just to
polish
it, make it look good, and be like, it's not the fraud you think it is.
But it's actually fraud.
It's fraud.
And then you see, there's another thing now. Is this thing fraud? Is it a real fraud? Let's even divert it.
Anything that has to do with manipulating somebody, taking without exchanging values, is fraud. You know, it's just like I paid you to get something for me, and you didn't get it. You just cheated me.
is fraud.
Yes.
So is that, can we say that is Yahoo too?
That is everything. Just
But
call
then
it.
there are a lot of fraudsters than fraud that we think, because
There are a lot.
it's like me, I meet fraudsters every day if it's on this ground.
Every
right?
day.
Because
So beyond the computer thing and all that, they have used that one to cover up.
you know, for me, I think growing up, Yahoo, I used to think Yahoo are for intelligent people. Because I, for one, I for no fit do Yahoo. Because there are a lot of, till today, there's still so much you still need to teach me on my normal phone.
Yeah.
But then I see plenty dull people I know now, and they are living like, Yahoo now, it's now customized. Once a young man does any kind of hairstyle and does
Into Yahoo.
yes, and stuff. Now, I don't know if I should say it. We're on podcast. Now, I have this amazing guy that said something very recent. I'll even, let me leave his name. He keeps dread, right? And he said he went to a church, and then I think whether he was having cap on, and then like, no, you have to remove your cap. And he's saying, I have hair. And the guy is saying, I can't even remember the full picture, but then, but naturally now, once the person is driving there, say, I want to Yahoo boy.
Yes,
They don't feel, there's this pastor, there's a man of God, I think in South Africa or Zimbabwe,
That's
that dread, and then people, I think that one that inherited his father's church, that is now general. There's one young pastor recently, because he has those platings on, you say, this is into fraud. So how do we now say, how do we know hookup person from afar? How can you tell this? Because you said you could go on the road and you see them. But then what if it's just a regular people standing on the street? How can you tell?
It might not be regular. And a regular person will not stay on the roadside by midnight. A regular person will not stand.
Oh, you are meaning midnight?
Not necessarily. Not even necessarily midnight. There are ways you just can detect that this person is just staying here. You understand me?
Okay, I stayed here for too
long and all that before you can conclude.
But how will I know if I'm just passing?
And it's not all the hookup people that stand on.
Yes, that's why I mentioned their different way of how they have now modernized.
So they are all hookup.
How they now evolved from brutal to going this to doing that to traveling. How they evolved. That was what I spoke about.
This traveling, no.
You understand? So now going back to these things, to the social engineering, the influences that leads to hookup and all that. Now, I think I shared a story one time. Not a story. I read it on Anonymous, where a guy, should I call the name of the university? It's a university. I won't call the name of the university. It's a university, a private university. His roommate, guys, roommates now. Yes. His roommates found out that his roommate has a boyfriend who is a guy. So they are gay, you understand?
In Nigeria or outside?
In Nigeria. So now this same guy is like, he has had them do things and then used to hear them.
In the room?
Noise, you understand?
In the same room where the person is?
I think there is a flat and then, you understand? It's that he has had them
do things.
So he's like, it's his roommate that is doing that is mourning. You understand me?
So somebody is doing his roommate?
Yes, and then so he was like, he wants to know how it feels.
I don't understand.
He wants to know how it feels. Like, you understand? And again, that's one. He also knows that the partner of the roommate the guy is rich. So he likes the way the partner of the roommate treats
the other guy.
The other guy. I want to divert.
So give him something.
Yeah, just like his boyfriend. Yeah. So he likes the way he treats him and all that. So he wants to try and see how it feels.
That's his own.
He's not even a gay. He just, because he had them.
So he wants
gay the mourn better when well, that's another. But I don't know how a fellow man like me will mourn and then.
The thing is, it's crazy. The things you hear these days are crazy. You understand?
That is his own reason.
That's his own reason. Just because he had that somebody is doing so thing, he is trying to say, okay, he was now to say, is he his friend? He wants to confirm. And he wants to do it too.
Or whatever. I just want to imagine what that brother is talk daddy.
The thing is, so the thing is, it is what I call, or what is called social.
Did this person venture into this?
Now, it was just a anonymous that the person posted and be like, this is what and he wants to try it. I don't know if he tried it.
This is his thought.
Yes, he wants to try it. You understand me? And someday he might try it without, if he doesn't get help. You understand me? He might try it.
As far as they're still staying together.
Yes. Now, the thing is, it is what we call social engineering. And this is how it works. If you are not a cannibal person.
By cannibal, you mean?
Cannibal. In this, I'm trying to use another another thing. If you are not the person that eats meat, you understand? You don't eat meat.
Eat meat at all?
You don't eat meat at all.
You don't get diabetes. You go
nothing. There are people who grow up without eating meat. It's a different topic as a whole. I can talk about that health aspect where you can grow up to not be eating meat.
From a doctor?
Yes, from a doctor. Even you, if you can stay away for a month without eating meat, you can get used to not eating meat.
Not me, don't worry. It shouldn't be me because
so now, okay, I just use the cannibal. It means okay, you are used to eating meat, and then this is who you are. You eat meat, you don't eat every other, or you eat cow, you don't eat goat. You understand?
Okay.
So if you are a cannibal person by nature, and then the society that you breathe, the society you stay,
environment.
The environment is cannibalistic or in nature or embrace cannibalism. You understand me?
Okay.
Yes.
With time, the influence will come to your doorstep.
How?
The environment will find a way to influence you.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay.
Now, if by nature or by reason of your mental agility, you are able to overcome that, your next generation around you might not be able to overcome that.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
You understand? So, what can we do to prevent younger persons from falling victim of social engineering? We make awareness and give education about what's it called? Online privacy.
When you say we now, is it the government? Is it our religious
media.
setting? Because I think all of these sectors, all of these bodies are responsible. To do it. But then nobody is really doing it because I'm still here to see the church. Very few spiritual heads treat this. But this thing happened. Let's not forget that hookup girl belongs to a church or a mosque.
Yes.
Comes
She
from a
belongs to
family.
something. She
Yes.
belongs to a family. She belongs to so we know. Okay, for example, the young lady. At least I know one. For example, the girl's face is in my head now. I know who her parents is. I know who she is, but I can't go and approach her because she's even a proud hookup girl.
Yeah.
She'll be like, is my family complaining? The mother knows what she does. She buys a bag of rice and go back home. She bought her father rubber. And she tell you, say, my father is riding on my pussy.
We get to that. Can you imagine?
That's what